Hi guys, I'm Shmee and welcome back to the channel, and welcome today to Mercedes-Benz World Brooklands, where I'm going to learn how to drive the AMG GT R properly. Now at this very moment in time, I've not actually collected my car that by now you might already have seen with a pretty awesome reveal video right here at Brooklands. However, today I'm going to be going for a pre-drive with one of theirs, the GTR behind me, as well as the E63 S Estate, out here on their test driving facilities, the handling circuit, the wet circle that's right behind me, and having, I think fair to say, quite a large amount of fun. So let's go experience the GTR, how it's supposed to be driven. It's a pretty busy week here on the channel for AMG content then, but after an 18-month wait for my beast of the green hell to arrive, I think it's pretty worthy. And today, this is the car that I'm going to be driving later on, the AMG GT R, 585 horsepower, 4-litre bi-turbo V8, as you're familiar with from my car. This is spec'd pretty similarly to mine. Obviously, mine is not here yet because it's currently at the dealer waiting to be collected. But as well as the GTR, I'm also going to be driving in the E63 S Estate. Now, I've driven the saloon before, but here we have the Estate. It's got 612 horsepower, again from the 4-litre bi-turbo V8, but 4MATIC plus all-wheel drive, so we can experience some of that as well out on their test facilities here that you have as part of Mercedes-Benz World. Now, every customer of an AMG car actually gets an experience here, so this is the customer day, the customer opportunity to come down, have a half day with the car that you've bought, so the GTR for me, and learn how to drive it properly, because next up, after this video, I'm going to be heading to Paul Ricard to drive the AMG GT4 race car, the proper race car of my GTR, of the GTR, which is going to be crazy. So today, it should be a pretty fun day. I'm going to be joined by Dafydd Williams from MB World. I'm looking forward to this. Let's go out and have some fun. Let us jump into the car then. So I'm a little bit familiar with this, and Dafydd is joining. How are you?
Good morning, Tim. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Mercedes-Benz World.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, how can you not love this, right?
No introduction, really.
Shall we?
Quite a special. Oh yes.
There we go. The displays are magical, but we're not here today to necessarily look around the luxuries and trim of the car. We're here to drive it, learn how to drive it properly, I think.
Absolutely. We've got the facility on hand, so yeah. I think we can
turn off the radio.
Yeah, I don't think we need that with the sonorous V8 engine tone, and I think that's music in its own right. So.
That's not in dynamic. We can definitely get louder than that. So you pop it up into Sport Plus. There you go. Does it get even louder in race? Yes, a little bit more snappy.
There you go. It's sharper football.
Always lovely. So let's get comfortable and start going out.
It seems we've got the place to ourselves, so let's take a left turn, on we go. Okay. So
this is thin. This is not a racetrack. This is
this is very much a technical area, so where we can hone our skills, have a discussion about various aspects, and really think about how can we really gain clarity in what we're trying to achieve here. Have some clear objectives in mind, if you like, so by the time we get onto the main track, you really know what you're trying to achieve. You know? So if I was to ask you, how far ahead are you looking? Where would you be saying?
I mean, I think my default answer is, you know, ahead of the corner you're going around, because you need to line yourself up.
Okay, an easy answer, as far into the distance as we can see to be clear. So be hungry for that food, just throw it all the way out and then come back. That way just gives us a sense of time to be really able to absorb all the information, so nothing surprises us. So vision all the way out, glide the car in. There you go, a little bit of braking, give yourself that space, vision out. One steering angle, one throttle input, and the job is done. That's it, beautiful. So we've got that marriage between our hands and our feet, so as we unwind the lock, we can blend that gas in. Good.
All of this in a family estate car.
Well, exactly. As I say, even the dog can come in this car, huh?
And we're in comfort mode.
That's it. Cool, good. Hungry for the view.
Yeah,
there you go.
I like the hand to make me
That's
think about it.
Nothing escapes me, huh? Cool, likewise. That's it. Excellent. You've got that nice smooth touch, so important in a car like this, so sensitive to our inputs. It will reward us when we get it right, but equally it will let us know if we're not smooth enough. Good. Bravo. How's it feeling?
It's feeling good. I like your hand movements. It's subconscious. It plays on the guilt trip of, oops, I wasn't quite looking where I'm supposed to be looking.
There's no more that needs to be said. I think we've got that understanding, haven't we? Huh? Yeah. So we're now going to go on to the North Circuit. This is the main circuit on the facility.
Can I put it into Sport or Sport Plus?
By all means. By all means. I'm not going to deprive you from that.
More noise,
sharper throttle response, lower gearing as we can hear as well. Yeah. So the whole car feels much more in keeping with what you would want in an environment like this. So as we unwind, let's squeeze the gas. Enjoy that power. Let's go.
Listen to it.
Squeeze, that's it. Excellent.
Downshifts.
It's so quick, isn't it? You know? You
get a little bit lost in the sound that it makes.
Blimey, if this was a manual car, you'd be heeling and towing to your heart's content here. The car's doing it all for us, just like a race car. Good.
Almost hairpin like double apexes. That's
it. Again, vision comes back into play, assessing the terrain before the car gets there. That's it.
So the number one thing I'm learning,
yes,
I'm sure it's different for every person, is vision, looking up.
Yeah.
Looking at where
and you know, the nice thing is you can practice that technique every time you're behind the wheel of a car, you know? Yes. And it's as vital on the road as it is on the track. And that's where the marriage is between track driving and road driving, and where we can help one another. Good. Well, I think the circle beckons next. What do you think?
I think so too. Yeah. Big fan of the circle.
Often referred to as the jewel in the crown, really, the wet circle for us. It's a unique aspect to what we do. There aren't many places that can offer it, and it's a great opportunity for really to hone our skills in difficult conditions. Who knows, we might be able to do a bit of drifting as well. Of course, this being the S model, we've got drift mode, and we can
E63 S,
we can explore the drift mode.
And that means no more 4MATIC.
No more 4MATIC.
All to the back.
Exactly right.
Like the previous generation.
Exactly.
Car in race.
We're in race. We need manual.
Okay, manual.
The electronic stability needs to be switched off.
So that's press and hold operation.
There you go.
Press sport handling mode off.
And then the final stage.
Paddles,
but yes, you're on top of the game.
So
there you go.
Pull the paddles. Drift mode confirm. Paddle up. Drift mode active. Now we're rear wheel drive.
We're in business. Let's go and have a look. It's all about the vision again. We're coming back to the same principles. We need to be looking where we wish the car to go. So we keep the vision where we want to go. We'll give it a little disturbance on the gas, then off the gas, and then we'll steer into the skid.
You make it sound so gentle, but I know I'm about to do a massive pirouette and look really stupid.
If she spins, there's no drama. It's just firm on the brakes if that happens, and we'll be nice and safe. Give it a blip. Off and steer. Bravo. Good job.
Okay,
excellent. Go on, keep a vision. Keep a little bit of gas. Hey, bravo.
Okay.
For a first attempt, that I can see you've done a little of this before, huh?
A little bit, maybe.
There you go. Feel the car come out. Good. Okay. Keep that. Oh, there you go.
Too much. Overcooked it.
It was switch of the hand, that's all it was, and the balance on the gas was lovely.
Oh, it's so slippery at slow speed.
Amazing, isn't it? You know, amazing. Every backyard should have one of these, that's for sure.
Yes. You've become a pro very quickly.
Such a subtle difference, isn't there, between success and just getting it
precise.
Very, very precise. Okay, good. You've got to sit. Vision right. That's it. Keep it there. Emphasis on the feet, a bit more gas. That's it. Settle it down. Like a pro.
This is incredible.
Keep it going. Go on. Yeah, you've got it. Beautiful. Absolutely textbook. Notice how calm the throttle is as well. Bravo. Well done. Beautiful. Very nice indeed.
That feels awesome.
It's not often that we get that. So that shows that what you've done previously is all helping here. You know, it really is. Good. Oh, let it settle. That's it. Back in she goes again. That's it. And once you get that feel,
delicate.
There you go. You've got the feel now. That's it.
It's just tiny little movements.
That's it. Exactly. And you've hit the nail on the head. It is tiny, tiny movements and forward planning. That's it. Bravo. Good job.
Can I just keep doing this all day?
By all means. We said at the very beginning how addictive this is. It can be a struggle to get people away. That's it. Keep it going. That's it.
Have we done a full circle?
Oh, well, we must have done. That's it. Okay. That's it. Yes, you've got the feel for it now. Just keep a bit of holding. The next stage will be waving to the crowds as we do it. There we go.
This is so cool. Okay, you do get that balance, and well, now we can have a conversation while doing it.
I was going to say, if we can sustain a conversation whilst drifting, then that becomes something else. Bravo, well done, well done.
Oh,
Cool.
That's amazing.
Shall we go and have a look at some other?
Yeah, let's
vehicles even.
Well, one in particular. Time to learn to drive the GTR.
I think the GTR beckons.
Definitely. So. Okay, well that's a bit lower.
Something a little different then.
Yes.
So
yes,
here we are, the GTR, the unique cabin, of course, of the. Oh, I don't think we need that one. We've got a V8 going.
Oh no, it's that one.
It's that one. Thank you.
Gosh, that sounds good. The immediate thing in here is the four-wheel steering system. It is so nimble.
It's amazing, isn't it? How we can really feel the benefit of that technology, even at slow speeds like this. And of course, it'll also come into its own at elevated speeds as well, in a different way. So it's a very clever system, and one that we can really feel the benefit of.
And the biggest thing is having just jumped out of one car into another is when you completely feel the experience. It just corners around like...
It's literally on rails, you know, it really does grip very, very well indeed. There you go.
That is...
It's the beast of the green hell.
I was locked in smiles.
Leading it off and bouncing it through. There we are, just feeling that transition on the brakes, getting the meat in it, and just trying to keep above that ABS threshold as well.
As I'm sure you're guessing, the overlay shots are by Dafydd at the wheel. Well, I'm standing here filming the action, enjoying the noise. The grumble. Okay, so
Cool.
where next?
Well, I think the wet circle beckons, surely.
Yeah? AMG GT R wet circle. Game on.
Perfect combination, surely, yeah.
So,
And maybe an opportunity as well to discuss a little bit about this
this
traction
lovely
control.
yellow dial. Yeah,
exactly,
okay.
exactly. So the first thing to do will be to take the electronic stability program off,
Yeah,
and then of course
put it in
we'll
race.
we'll put it in race.
Even more noise, more bubbles, more bangs.
So we can just pause here for a second. Now the SP button is just here, look, so we can just press and hold.
3 seconds or so,
And
it illuminates. Oh, we've got the radio in the process.
we can turn that.
So
cool.
that's
fully off.
and that's fully on.
Exactly. So it's just a question of playing with it and seeing how it interacts, and it'll start flashing when it does interact as well. So shall we and revisit the circle and see how it feels different, because it will do, you know.
The seating position being so different as well, being low and
that will help
far
with
back.
making us feel connected. However, the balance in the car, the wheelbase, etc., these are all vital things that will inevitably be different from the E63.
Oh, it's so delicate,
Isn't it?
This is even more so than the E63.
Bravo.
Oh no, I got
there
it
you go.
wrong.
We waved to the crowds as if that was all planned.
As if it was intentional.
Exactly. Interesting, wasn't it? So how the car was allowing the drift to happen there, even though the traction control was still partly on. So you could see it flashing.
Okay. I obviously wasn't looking at that.
Well, it was flashing, working its magic.
So you can give it more or less.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I give it less,
yeah,
turn it that way, then
it won't be curbing your enthusiasm on the gas as much now, you see. Okay. So you can hear how the revs have flared up a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's it.
looking far enough ahead.
There you go.
But yes, you can feel the difference.
You've preempted me too. That's
I know what I'm getting wrong.
Yes. And that's the whole beauty about these experiences, is that, you know, there's time for you to be able to self-evaluate, and then my job becomes that much easier. We'll just pause for a second, wait for these guys, just because they've had a moment, as everybody does on here. Good job, we'll just let them get some.
So if you go fully that way, that's completely off.
And I think we should experience them.
Yeah, so that's a la E63 S.
Raw talent alone keeping us going where we want to go.
Okay, so this will be a little bit more skill. It's incredible how smooth how that lets you do
Crazy, isn't it? Really, really good. Good. That's it. There you go. Let it breathe a little bit. That's it. You've got it. Keep that throttle as steady as you possibly can. Good. We need to pause anyway. That's excellent. So it's coming, isn't it?
Yeah.
So even though the traction control was fully off there,
yeah,
we had a very graceful drift.
So if you put this fully on,
oh yeah, now that will be interesting.
Does that mean you just can't do anything?
Well, why don't we? Let's have a look. This is the best place to experience it, and that's again the purpose of the circle.
He's round.
He's round again.
Given that
all part of the learning process.
So because it's instantly responsive as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't do that in the middle of a corner.
No.
But when still,
you'll flare up. Nothing there to stop it.
Okay.
And if you try the same now.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Exactly,
yeah. Massive. You can hear. Well, you can hear that it's throttling the power.
Exactly. Curbing your
My foot is
enthusiasm.
flat on the floor.
It's flashing like crazy, and it's saying no. It's taking that power away from you. It's trying to help you as much as it can.
Yeah. So now let's do exactly the same. Oh, he's spun.
You see?
It lets you go, but it's nothing like the same.
No, because you need that flexibility on the throttle, which then it's taking away from it. So for the purposes of what we're doing here right now,
my foot is flat.
Yeah.
My foot is flat on the floor, and we're just driving around.
and it's saying no. It's saying no. You know, the technology has come on to such an extent. It's amazing.
That
It's
is
amazing.
genuinely incredible.
Yeah.
Like foot flat on the floor,
Yeah.
and it just won't have it.
And let's do exactly the same now with it fully off.
And then foot flat on the floor.
And then. And you know, there's a lot more to manage, isn't there? Yeah. So you can see why a controlled environment like this becomes so vital to be able to explore these technologies in real safety.
I think the sweet spot is probably just in the middle, just off the middle.
Sure.
When you then have.
Yeah.
That stupidly delicate balance that you can hold the car in.
It's great, isn't it? Look at that. There you go. So it's just having enough control to be able to sustain the drift.
Oh, I got it wrong.
Oh,
no,
we saved it.
I had genuinely given up. Okay.
Cool.
Wow.
So that gives us a real insight into what this TC is all about.
Massively. You know? And that's so interesting to in this environment to actually straight see the differences.
Yeah.
And it's so controllable. This car is incredible. Oh, he says it's always the way. Oh. I don't know what that counts as. It counts as some very
We'll
slow
gloss
motion.
over that.
We're styling it.
There we go, just easing off the gas, just bringing it down a little bit. There she goes, and then back she goes again.
The most styled out mess up ever.
We managed it.
Oh, anyway.
Good job, bravo.
Thank you. That was awesome. That was really cool.
Well, safe to say, that has been epic fun. Both the E63 S Estate, which just has to be one of the coolest ways of lugging a family, luggage and a dog around sideways with drift mode. And then of course, getting to experience the GTR properly. Now, I've driven the GTR at Portimao at the press launch about a year ago now, but this has really whetted my appetite for driving my car that you guys have already seen, but I, at this moment, like I said, haven't actually collected yet, which is really surreal. But this is the week of AMG GT content. This is, I think I'm dedicating this period just to these incredible cars. And next up, I'm gonna be heading off to drive in the GT4 car, the AMG GT4 car. That is gonna be mega. And I think properly show even this how to really do it. Anyway, It's a wonderful setup here at MB World. This has been great. Every customer who has the opportunity with the purchase of their AMGs should take up this opportunity to come and learn a bit more and experience the track. So a big thanks to Dafydd, who was involved in helping me arrange some of this, and of course for showing us how to do it in the overlay clips that you've seen and giving me some tuition along the way. I'm gonna head inside though, because there's some stuff in there to show you. Well, that is very cool. The Mercedes-AMG Formula One car needs no further introduction after winning yet another title. But look at this, all of the different parts, the carbon fiber bodywork, and if I zoom in back there, the parts of the 1.6 litre turbocharged engine, the engine that is being used also in the Project One road car. But the way it's hanging here is really, really awesome to see. Then looking around the corner, a brilliant blue. Is this a GTS? I think that's the new facelift GTS. And come around and check the badge to confirm. Yes, GTS. The GTC and of course the GTR have slightly different appearances. And then the SLS, the gullwing. Lovely things. Coming down though, there is something here to take a look at. The 300 SL, the original gullwing that's just been obscured from our view, but let me head around and show you this in all its beauty. These things are just so incredibly good looking. Proper 300 SL, very, very cool. And then a C63 Christmas present, should you wish, you know, nice Christmas present right there for sure. Then over here, there's a C63 Black Series, which I drove not too long ago, one of those, which was really, really cool. And then I'm going to whiz back over to the other side, where we have another GTR in the launch colour, the Green Hell Magno, the satin green, very much the character of the Nürburgring, the Nordschleife, where it was developed and just made a little bit crazier. But this is the launch specification of the car, so similar to mine with the regular brakes, but without the forged lightweight wheels. It has painted mirrors and wing rather than the carbon options, which came in later on when they developed having the clear weave like the carbon of the roof. But that was the launch specification. I decided not to go for it, even though I think it's awesome, just because so many of the cars are spec'd like that, and I wanted something a bit different for me, and with the option of wrapping it potentially in the future, given that it started off in black. But I have had an amazing day today, experiencing how that traction control mode and the settings, how that works, and how delicately you can feel it out on the facility here as well. So by now you guys have seen my car and a bit of the collection process and experience. I have not yet lived it. I'm very, very excited about it. If you haven't already seen those videos, do go check them out. The collection day, I think, if everything goes to plan, is going to have been something absolutely awesome that I'm never going to forget. Anyway, a big thanks goes to Dafydd for today. Big thanks goes also to you guys for watching, but that's it for this time. I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers.